I talk about how I was hospitalized. I talk about some of the recovery attempts I've made, and I make light of them. But they are my experiences, and so I think sometimes in making life of one's own issues, it's very internally beneficial. When I was diagnosed, I went into a psych appointment with my wife at the time. I thought the appointment was for her, but I signed in, and the psychiatrist said, well, Adam, you're bipolar, and here are some scripts. And for me, I might have been in a state of mania, and I kind of looked at him and I said, well, I'd rather get hit by a bus than take your scripts. The next day I was Baker acted in New York City or forcibly hospitalized. At the time, I thought I was having the best life that I could possibly have. And I certainly thought it was unusual because I wasn't used to all these feelings of grandiosity and of thinking that I could figure everything out and so forth, and I thought that was super. I got home one day or the next day from work really excited, and I said, hey honey, let's go out for dinner, I have some great news about work. And she was like, oh no, I'd rather stay in. I'm like, no, but I got great news, I got great news, they might send me to Paris. I got all this new great news. She's like, no, let's go ahead and stay in. And I found that very strange. And then I thought, well, maybe there's some romance potential going on. In which case, everything else flew out the window, and I stripped down and jumped on the bed. And then there was a huge pounding on the door, and 6 cops kind of busted in. And that's not at all what I had in mind in terms of a romantic evening.